Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel Degen Kid. So it's been a interesting couple of weeks in crypto, a lot of FUD within the space, and then we had Silicon Valley pretty much almost going down under as well, being helped out by I guess the US government and yeah, this whole traditional banking a potential collapse within the traditional banking system. So overall that's really benefited crypto. And we'll take a look at the I guess the market today. We can see we are up 1.4%. Bitcoin was up around $26,000 earlier on, currently trading close to 25. ETH is at 1.7k, and just generally over the last 7 days, the market has absolutely pumped and exploded. So if I just filter this by the last 7 days, you can see tokens like Conflux, Carver, all up like 48%, 42%. Stacks is up. Aptos is up. Pretty much whole market is pretty much green, or at least a lot of the tokens are green within the top 100. And then we've got some that are down as well in the last 7 days, but not massively, I guess. And overall, it's been a bullish week for crypto, and just overall pretty much bullish for Bitcoin as a whole. So there was this whole scare around Silicon Valley going down, and you know, the whole traditional banking system, and Joe Biden came out, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and pretty much said that the CPI numbers should be in line with expectations. And what did we get today? So CPI numbers came out, the forecast was 6%, we came out with actuals at 6%, and when I guess the announcement was made, the market went ballistic, and Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the other crypto tokens did pretty much go up, skyrocketed within that moment of time. If we take a look at Bitcoin and just kind of see what happened today, so let me just put that back to market cap, pull up Bitcoin here. So in the last 24 hours, we can see what prices were achieved. So pretty much went up to 26.4k. So absolutely bullish momentum within the market. Overall, the whole market was up. I mean, got a little bit of a pullback at the moment, but nothing goes up in a straight line. However, you know, with all this scare going on with the whole traditional banks, and you know, a lot of I guess FUD in the whole crypto space, overall it's kind of worked out pretty bullish for crypto. And I guess with the CPI numbers as well, and also interest rates, the talks around interest rates not being raised, I guess, to the levels that were initially kind of projected, because they know, I guess the Fed knows that if they raise interest rates, the traditional banking system will potentially collapse if that continues on. So yeah, overall it's been pretty bullish for crypto as a whole, and we've seen that today with I guess the CPI numbers coming out, and with you know, scare within the kind of traditional markets, traditional banking systems, with the whole SVB, you know, obviously crisis going on and so on. Anyways, in terms of the fear and greed index, so obviously today we are trading at greed. So right now trading at greed. Yesterday was neutral, last week was neutral, last month was neutral. So the way I kind of look at it is, obviously I hopefully you guys were, you know, checking out my videos and getting into some of the tokens which I was you know, DCAing into good projects, and also doing your own research and investing in good projects as well. Hopefully you guys were doing that, because generally when there's greed in the market, you do want to take a little bit of profit off the table, and because there's always going to be that, you know, that slight pullback before we continue on to the upside. And yeah, I kind of feel like, you know, this may be the you know, the starting point, at least for the bull run. And generally when, you know, when we're probably around a year or so out from the halving event, Bitcoin generally starts to rise gradually, and when we do then get to the halving time, you know, Bitcoin and the whole crypto market space really takes off. So I kind of feel like this feels like the you know, the gradual increase before we get to that moment of the halving, where literally we'll get into a full-blown bull run. So this is what it kind of feels like at the moment. And with the whole, you know, the CPI numbers coming out and the numbers looking really good, the Fed continue to raise interest rates, and you know, continue to focus on inflation and so on. and it just felt like something was going to break. And it kind of feels like now the traditional banking system seems to be breaking with interest rates increasing. So obviously for the crypto space, that is bullish. And yeah, it kind of feels like we may be on a upwards trajectory from this point onward. So hopefully that does continue. Take a look at the Bitcoin chart today. So I'm looking at this on the daily, and if I just pull this, oh, let's get rid of that. So if I just pull this sideways, we can see we went all the way up to 26.4k. We're trading above the 50 and the 200 EMA. So the 50 here, 50 EMA passed over the 200 EMA, or the 200 moving average on the daily, which obviously is a bullish sign within the market. And yeah, that really set the markets off as well. So the market seems to be going up at the moment, and on the MACD as well. On the daily, we've got the green histogram, we've got the switch over within the two trend lines. So obviously that is pretty bullish. What I'm kind of expecting for though is on the weekly, and hopefully we can achieve this. So on the weekly, I'm really hoping that we can continue to trade above that the 200 EMA, which is this yellow trend line here, or the 200 moving average. So you can see previously we haven't really hit those levels, apart from here, which was back in August 22, and then since then we've kind of hit the 200 moving average as a level of resistance. So we hit it there back in Jan 23, and have just kind of been bouncing around that level. So hopefully we can get that close above that 200 moving average, and then that should really set off some bullish momentum in the market. Overall though, on the weekly, this does look pretty bullish on the MACD. We've got all these green histograms, had the switch over on the trend lines. So overall it does look pretty good in the market. But if I just switch that back to the daily here, so you can see we've hit that, I guess, that 26.4k level. If we do continue on to the upside, I mean, there's a lot of room within these spaces, not really too many stops along the way. So potentially we could be headed up to that 30,000 if we can, break these key levels and continue on to the upside. So I really feel like, that 200 moving average on the weekly is what we need to be closing above to really see that, I guess, that bullish momentum continue for Bitcoin and the crypto space. But overall, I get that kind of bullish sentiment in the market, and I'm pretty bullish at the moment. And what I'm looking to do is literally just kind of DCA into good projects and just really take it from there. Obviously, when we have good days like today, or when we have good weeks where tokens are up like 50% and so on, you want to be at least taking a little bit of money off the table and just using that money to look for other opportunities as well. So guys, yeah, hit me up in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the market's reaction today, and how we really triggered off. And yeah, just hit me up in the comments about the CPI numbers, and just, I guess, what you're feeling about the crypto space at the moment, because I am definitely kind of like, feeling bullish for the space, and hopefully we continue on to the upside. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.